Here we are at Sydney for the exhibition match between Sri Lanka
and
New South Wales. So the outcome is that War has won the toss and chosen to bat first. Didn't take him long to decide to have a bat on this track. Joining me in the commentary box for this match is Jim Maxwell. You were out in the middle earlier, Jim. How did the pitch look then?
Thanks, Richie. This pitch is perfect for batting. Hard and true. The ball should come onto the bat perfectly and enable the batsmen to really go for their shots. It could be a long match for the bowlers. Well, that appears to be the state of the pitch. Back to you, Richie.
There's a cracking atmosphere in the ground today. We're hoping for a really good contest. So let's take a look at the teams. Here's the team for Sri Lanka. Jayasuriya, Kalavatara, Adapadu, Sangakkara, Jayawardena, Chandana, Dilshan, Dharmasena, Vas, Muralitharan and Gabbage. And here's the lineup for New South Wales. Kadich, Haddon, War, Clark, Bevan, Lee, Bracken, Clark, McGill and McGrath. New South Wales are about to start their innings. Kadich very quickly onto that one. Vas to Kadich.
Run!
Up and over and 4 runs. Super shot by Kadich.
He hit that over the field superbly.
Kadich facing.
Yeah.
That's over the rope. 6 runs off Vas. Well, that was 6 as soon as he hit it.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
Kadich waiting at the striker's end.
Yeah.
Another run to Kadich. There's just one there. Voss to bowl to Kadic. Flicked off his legs. An easy single there to Kadic. And the end of the over.
That was an expensive over for Sri Lanka.
Kadic waiting at the striker's end. Damage to Kadic. Kadic waiting at the striker's end. Damage to bowl to Kadic. Dilshan was not going to reach that. Picked up very early by Kadic.
What an exciting square cut. He hit it really hard and the ball just crashed into the cover boundary.
Kadic facing. That's been given as a wide.
There are stricter rules on wides in one-day cricket, so you need to be careful not to drift down the leg side.
Damage to Kadic. That is a perfect one. Kadic waiting at the striker's end. He's taken the aerial route there. 4 runs.
His cover driving is a joy to watch at times.
9 runs came from that over. Voss at the start of his run-up. And 6. Hadin absolutely smashed that for 6.
He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run score for him.
The score is now 32. Voss continues. That's found the gap in the field. 4 runs to Hadden.
That is a classic cover drive. Foot to the pitch of the ball and it's disappeared for third.
New South Wales have taken their total on to 36. Hadin facing. Voss continues. Another 4 to Hadden. His eyes closed when he played that one.
What a good hook shot. Got on top of it, kept it down and beat the fielder too.
New South Wales have taken their total on to 40. Voss to Hadden. He's worked that into the gap. That's a beautiful shot. He found the gap with precision.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
Voss with the final ball of his spell.
Run!
Over the top and away for 4. That's a shot straight out of the coaching manual.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage.
That over cost 18 runs. Damage or the last of his allotted overs. Hit straight at Damascena. Tadic facing. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
The umpires are pretty strict on wide deliveries in one-day cricket, so you need to keep the ball pretty straight.
The total is now 49. Damage to bowl to Tadic. Damage continues. It's over the infield and racing away for 4. The 50 is up for New South Wales.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
New South Wales have taken their total on to 53. New South Wales will be pleased with the start to the innings. Stopped by Damascena. Damage to Tadic. Four wides to New South Wales.
4 wides. That's terrible bowling. His captain won't be pleased at all.
Tadic waiting at the striker's end. If he runs here, are shot. Damage, who's not impressed.
He picked his spot well there, a glorious boundary.
Damage continues. It's in the air, but it's 4 runs.
What a good placement. No one at home, over the top for 4.
That over helped the run rate somewhat. We're going to see the off spin of Muralitteran. Had in to face an over of spin. Muralitteran to bowl to Haddon. Dilshan is chasing that one. The sweeper picks up. One run to Haddon. Kadich waiting at the striker's end. That's superb bowling from Muralitteran. Kadich facing. Muralitteran had the batsman in trouble with that one. Muralitteran to Kadich.
Yeah.
That's a huge 6.
Another one of those, and this bowler could be out of the attack.
Kadich waiting at the striker's end.
Yes.
That's cleared the rope. 6 runs. That moves him on to 48.
The fielder just watched it going, going, going.
Five overs are left in the innings. And we have a change of bowling. Jayasuriya to bowl to Haddon. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Jayasuriya. That easily cleared the boundary.
He really is very good straight down the ground.
Haddon facing. and it looks like 4 runs. Super shot by Haddon.
The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tight.
The total is now 88. Jayasuriya to bowl to Haddon. Comfortably taken, no worries.
That was a really good effort by the fielder. He did well to cling on to it.
Jayasuriya gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Haddon. So then, that's the end of Haddon.
That's a shame. I was enjoying watching him bat, but I imagine his captain will be even more disappointed.
The next batsman in is the right-handed War. Jayasuriya to War. Pushed through the covers. Well, could go all the way to the boundary. Beautifully timed through the covers for 4.
The bowler didn't do too much wrong there. It was just an excellent shot.
New South Wales are 1 for 92. War waiting at the striker's end. War facing. The umpire is calling for the third umpire. Well, that's the red light. He's out. New South Wales, 2 down now for number 2.
Well, he didn't get many out there.
War is the next batsman in. Jayasuriya to War. Comfortably held by Adapadu.
That was a bad shot. He really seemed to lose concentration.
Jayasuriya gets his third wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. War is out first ball.
Well, he hasn't troubled the scorers with that innings.
Clark is the next man in. 14. Runs were picked up from that over by War. Muralitharan to continue with his off-spin. That's cleared the infield. That's 50 for catch.
What a clever piece of batting. He picked a safe area and just lifted it over the infield.
Crowd are giving him an excellent round of applause.
He's played very well, but needs to retain concentration and move on.
Now for 97. Tadic facing. Hit straight to a fielder. Oh, that must be close. The third umpire's been called for. There's the signal, he's safe. Muralitharan continues. That was very close to the stumps. Muralitharan, the ball to Clark. Muralitharan to continue with his off-spin. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Muralitharan. New South Wales move on to number 4.
The bowler can't believe it, but it is out of the ground. 6 runs.
Muralitharan with the final ball of his spell. Well held.
A slight fumble, but safely taken in the end.
Muralitharan gets his first wicket. This was the end of the innings for Clark. Clark is making his way back to the pavilion. The new batsman is the left-handed Bevan.
Sri Lanka can't afford to give away that many runs.
Jayasuriya to bowl the last of his allotted overs. And that's out, caught by Dharmasena.
He got into great position to take that catch.
Jayasuriya has taken 4 wickets now. This was how the wicket fell. Kadich eventually goes for 53.
That was a really valuable knock for.
Lee is the new batsman for New South Wales. Jayasuriya continues. Gamage is after that one. It's straight at Gamage. New South Wales have taken their total on to 105. He smashed that one right out of the ground. That brings up the 100 for New South Wales.
He's always looking for that shot. It's a really strong point for him.
The score is now 5 for 111. Lee waiting at the striker's end. He's really given that a whack. 6 runs. New South Wales move on to 9-7.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
That's the second 6 from the over. Jayasuriya to Lee. Stopped by Dharmasena. He struck 2 sixes now off this over from Lee. Lee facing. Safely taken by Padu.
Excellent catch. The batsman can't believe he held on to that.
Jayasuriya gets his 5th wicket. This was the end of the innings for Lee. New South Wales are 6 down now for 117. Bracken comes in at number 8. That over helped the run rate somewhat. Sri Lanka are making a change in the bowling. Bevan is now on strike. Jaya Surya is chasing that one. He just runs that down to third man. New South Wales have taken their total on to 118. Voss is in pursuit. New South Wales move on to 119.6 for 119. Bevan waiting at the striker's end. Jaya Wardner is after it. Jaya Wardner out at long off. New South Wales have taken their total on to 120. Damasina to bowl to Rackham. Well taken.
It might have looked easy, but it wasn't.
Damasina gets his first wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. So then, that's the end of Rackham.
That was a vital wicket, and now the tail is exposed.
The next batsman in is the right-handed Clark. Clark waiting at the striker's end. New South Wales have taken their total on to 124.
4 byes. The keeper won't be pleased about that.
New South Wales are 7 for 124. Clark facing. That's over the infield and racing away for 4. New South Wales move on to 128.
The bowlers really need to keep it tight at this stage of the match.
11 runs came from that over for New South Wales.
That was an expensive over. He'll need to improve if he wants to stay in the attack.
And we have a change of bowling. Bevan to face an over of spin. Chandana to bowl his wrist spin. Dilshan is after it. Out. He's been caught.
Well, he just picked the fielder out perfectly with that shot.
Chandana gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Bevan. New South Wales are 8 down now for 128.
Well, it seems like miles back to the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
McGill is the next batsman in. Chandana to bowl his leg spin. It was very tight, so the umpire's calling for the TV replay. That's the red light. He's out. That's a duck for McGill.
First ball duck. All that way just with one ball.
The next batsman is McGrath. Chandana on a hat-trick. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Chandana. New South Wales move on to 134.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about it. Might be a little bit more in the next one.
New South Wales have taken their total on to 9 for 134. Chandana to McGrath. Kalavitarana is after that one. McGrath just guides the ball down to third man. New South Wales have taken their total on to 135. Comfortably held by Dilshan.
Well done, the fieldsman. He really backed up the bowler's effort.
Chandana gets his third wicket. We can have a look at that again. New South Wales have been bowled out for 135. Sri Lanka require 136 to win. It's in the air, but it's 4 runs. That's the first boundary of the innings for Sri Lanka.
Well, it was in the air, but there's no one there. No risk.
$132 runs required. Jayasuriya waiting at the striker's end. Yeah. Picked up very early by Jayasuriya. Sri Lanka require 128 to win. McGrath to bowl to Jayasuriya. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
You can't get away with any width in one-day cricket because the umpire will call you for a wide.
Jayasuriya facing. Hit straight to a fielder. So they need 127 to win from 57 balls. McGrath to bowl to Jayasuriya. McGrath has got him.
He didn't even get near that delivery. It totally beat him.
McGrath gets his first wicket. This was how the wicket fell. Jayasuriya scored 8 runs from 5 balls. Atapadu is the new batsman for Sri Lanka. McGrath to Atapadu. That's been given as a wide. Sri Lanka require 126 to win. Atapadu waiting at the striker's end. It's straight at Clark. McGrath to bowl to Atapadu. Stopped by McGill. And the end of the over. The required run rate is around 14 and over.
Sri Lanka will be looking to blast away from the start with fielding restrictions in place.
Kalavitarna facing. Wide ball signalled by the umpire. Lee to Kalavitarna. Runs required. Kalavitarna waiting at the striker's end. That's been given as a wide. Lee to Kalavitarna. It's straight to a fielder. So they need 124 to win from 52 balls. Kalavitarna waiting at the striker's end.
Yeah.
Lee is not impressed. Lee, the ball to Kalavitarna. Oh, and he's bowled him.
He got everything wrong there and played all around straight delivery.
Lee gets his first wicket. This was the end of the innings for Kalavitarna. Kalavitarna makes his way back to the dressing room.
He wasn't there for very long, as his score shows.
Sangakkara is the new batsman. Sangakkara facing. it straight at Clark. Lee to Sangakkara. Stopped by McGrath. That over cost 6 runs. The required run rate is around 15 and over. McGrath bowled the last of his allotted overs. McGrath at the start of his run-up. Clark is in pursuit. The sweeper picks up. A couple there to Adapadu. 118 runs required. Adapadu facing. Lee is not going to reach that. He found the gap with precision.
He is particularly strong through the covers.
McGrath to bowl to Adapadu.
Yeah.
And that's out. Caught by Clark.
For those of you watching at home, that's a good example of how to take a catch.
That's cleared the boundary. 6 runs. That was 6 as soon as he hit it.
I hardly seem to hit it, but it's gone for 6.
McGrath continues. Stopped in the covers. McGrath with the final ball of his spell. One more to Atapadu. That over eased the pressure on the batting team. The required run rate is around 15 and over. Lee continues. Atapadu waiting at the striker's end. Not timed perfectly, but they got some runs anyway. Well, that'll beat the fielder. Super shot by Atapadu.
Lovely shot. It raced away to the fence for 4.
Atapadu facing. That's been given as a wide.
There are stricter rules on wides in one-day cricket, so you need to be careful not to drift down the leg side.
Lee to Atapadu.
Yes.
Flicked off his legs. Clark just picks that up inside the rope. A single to Atapadu. Sri Lanka have taken their total on to 2 for 35. Lee continues. McGrath is chasing that one. Played into the gap. Fielded on the boundary by McGrath. Just one run. Lee continues. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
Are bowling too many wides out there. They need to keep it tighter.
So they need 99 to win from 38 balls. Atapadu waiting at the striker's end. Clark is after it. The fielder will cut that off. Clark reaches it before it crosses the boundary. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. The total is now 2 for 39. Lee to Adapadu. That's been given as a wide.
He's consistently bowling wide and really needs to sort out his line.
Lee continues. He smashed that away. Got very early by Adapadu.
What an exciting square cut. He hit it really hard and the ball just crashed into the cover boundary.
That over helped the run rate somewhat. The required run rate is around 15 and over.
That wasn't a very good over at all. Far too expensive.
There's a change in the bowling with the medium pace of Clark to bowl to Sangakkara. He's worked that into the gap. Oh, that is an excellent shot by Sangakkara. Really smacked that back past the bowler.
He should be looking to bowl a tighter line at this stage.
Sangakkara facing. There's just one there. Adapadu waiting at the striker's end.
Yeah.
The 50 is up for Sri Lanka. Clark to Sangakkara. It's straight at Bracken. Clark to bowl to Sangakkara.
Yeah.
4 more to Sangakkara. Magnificently put away for 4 by Sangakkara.
It was a good shot, but the bowler shouldn't be bowling it.
Sangakkara waiting at the striker's end. Lee out at long on. An easy single there to Sangakkara. 5 overs are left for Sri Lanka. We're about to see a change in the bowling. Sangakkara is now on strike. Sri Lanka require 81 to win. Bracken the bowl to Sangakkara. Well, that's found the gap in the field.
The bowler doesn't look too happy about that one. Misfields are infuriating.
That's racing away to the square leg boundary. He picked the length quickly with that one.
That's the perfect leg glance. Just use the pace of the ball to deflect it to the boundary.
Sangakkara facing. Stopped by Lee. Sri Lanka require 77 to win. Bracken to Sangakkara. Bracken to Sangakkara. .77 runs required. Sangakkara waiting at the striker's end. Lay it away with comfort. A shot.
Fantastic shot there. He knew it was four as soon as he struck it.
Eight runs came from that over by Bracken. The required run rate is around over 15 and over.
Sri Lanka are lagging behind the run rate required now.
Clark bowled the last of his allotted overs. So they need 73 to win from 23 balls. Ataparu waiting at the striker's end. That's out, caught.
Very safely taken. Soft hands, that's what's important.
Clark gets his first wicket. We can have a look at that again. Ataparu makes his way back to the dressing room.
That's not a good way to get out, and that will be playing on his mind.
Jayawardena is the new batsman. Clark to bowl to Jayawardena. Clark continues. Lee is not going to reach that. Those are the first runs for Jayawardena.
That was a beautiful touch.
Three, now for 67. Clark continues. Saved a certain fall. So they need 69 to win from 19 balls. Jayawardena facing.
Run.
Just one run. 5 runs were picked up from that over by Jayawardena. The required run rate is around over 15 and over.
If they want to win this game, they should be thinking about getting a move on.
The match is really evenly poised right now. Bracken to bowl to Jayawardena. He's really given that a whack. 6 runs. Jayawardena absolutely smashed that for 6.
He absolutely loves to play that shot. It's a big run score for him.
62 runs required. Bracken to Jayawardena. It's straight to a fielder. Sri Lanka require 62 to win. Jayawardena waiting at the striker's end.
Yeah.
One run to Jayawardena. That's over the rope. 6 runs off Bracken. Bracken don't like that at all.
He smashed that a long way. Great to watch for the neutral, but the bowler won't be too happy.
Three for 81. Sangakkara facing. Wide ball signalled by the umpire.
Are bowling too many wides out there. They need to keep it tight.
Sri Lanka move on to 82. Bracken continues. Pushed into the gap. Sangakkara very quickly onto that one.
He really needs to concentrate on line and length right now to keep the runs down.
The total is now 3 for 86. Bracken with the final ball of his spell. War is after it. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. 20 runs came from that over. The required run rate is around over 15 and over. There's a change in the bowling for New South Wales. Jayawardena to face an over of spin. Oh, comprehensively bowled.
He totally deceived him with that delivery and it beat him all ends up.
McGill gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Jayawardena. Jayawardena goes for only 12. Chandana comes in at number 6. McGill to Chandana. McGill to bowl his leg spin.
Run!
Fielded by the man at long on. A single to Chandana. That has to be close. And the umpire's given it.
A difficult decision for the umpire there.
McGill gets his second wicket. Let's see the action replay of that. Sangakkara is finally out for 31.
He doesn't look too happy with that decision.
The next batsman in is a right-handed Dilshan. McGill to bowl his wrist spin.
Run!
Safely taken by Lanka.
That was a lazy shot. He didn't get over it at all.
That's the third wicket now for McGill. This was the end of the innings for Dilshan. Dilshan is out first ball.
Out first ball. He might just as well have stayed in the dressing room.
The next batsman is Damasina. McGill on a hat-trick. Smashed that one right out of the ground. Probably hope like that one a little bit.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
That over cost 7 runs. The required run rate is around over 15 and over. New South Wales are making a change in the bowling. Chandana facing. There are only 4 wickets left now. Chandana waiting at the striker's end.
Run!
Lee out at long on. There's just one there. Sri Lanka are 6 for 96. War to Damasina. War to bowl to Damasina.
Run!
He's taken the aerial route there. 4 runs. That moves the score into 3 figures for Sri Lanka.
Well, it was in the air, but there's no one there. No risk.
They have 4 wickets in hand. Damasina facing.
Yeah.
He goes over the top. Super shot by Damasina.
He hit that over the field superbly.
So they need 32 to win from 1 balls. War bowl the last ball of the innings.
Yeah. The bowler needs to avoid giving away boundaries, so he must keep it tough.
Sri Lanka is very disappointed with that result. So to sum up then, New South Wales win by 27 runs.